City of mine, how I love the city of mine. It never gets me down. City of mine, how I love the city of mine. It never gets me down, yeah.
I was born in the city, I was raised on its edges. My pop worked his life when it's complex. I found love in its center. If I could live here forever, think it'd be for the better. I love the weather, even though it's fog 24/7. I love the people, this is city I met all my best friends. And I wanna thank every break, I wanna thank every entrance to every building that I step in this city of mine. I owe you most my best moments in life. See, I fell in love for the first time in Golden Gate Park. I saw my first rap show at Great American Hall. I used to beg my homies for a ride across the bridge to goof off and spend the whole damn day doing whatever we want. Keith drove us down to Ice Place while we roll up a blunt, and me and Jack would get stoney, walk around and get lost. Don't think I'll ever truly pay back all I was lucky to get just by walking through the city. No, I'm a small part of this.
City of mine, how I love this city of mine. It never gets me down. City of mine, how I love this city of mine. It never gets me down.
I never really had a place to call my own, so I travel and I roam till I find that. But I'm full of adventure, so I wander and I venture, and it's safe to say that really I don't mind that. I book a flight to try to figure where my mind's at, a spot where I don't spend no money, just some time at. I mix and mingle with the people till I learn a little. I brought some weed and baby, maybe we could burn a little. She said you're funny, I said no, I'm Xavier, then I left. Sun shining, birds chirping, let me take a breath. I'm headed to the city where my chance to make it best. What people like to give a little, then you take the rest. I'm hoping one day maybe I can find a place to rest. I fell in love with life and wonder where it take me next. I like the hustle and bustle, I fell in love with the fashion. I feel the pulse of the city, it's moving me like a passion and it's mine.
Hometown, baby, we go way back. All the situations, circumstances, still we don't mind. Steady going on, I ain't dancing around the street lights. Hey, I know every street sign, hanging around the block like if you are my friend, then you are welcome any moment. Yeah, city of mine, how I love this city of mine. It never gets me down. City of mine, how I love this city of mine. It never gets me down.
Yeah, that was stupid. Turns out if you mess with your countdown timer when you're doing something, it will restart, but not restart. Anyway, gang, today we're going to do something fun. Hopefully we make this work. I might have to make some live adjustments on the fly to see how it all gathers around little children's. But we are going to be talking about this hot new box right here. It's not really new. It's just I'm finally getting around to having time to do something with it. So here we go. This is what we're talking about today. 1 second. Choo. Freaking neighbors making all kind of noise out there in the hallway. Anyway, I see some folks in the building. I see Mr. J Rad is up here, Adam and Mr. Spinks and Mr. O'Brien. What's up, mobs? Good to see you here. Really, really cool stuff. Good to see everyone's ready. So let's go. Let's start. Let's open this box. Let's see what we got here. All right. So this is my device. I'm going to go ahead and cover this already because people are, all right, listen. Yolo sent me this. They didn't tell me, okay, here's like $11 million. They gave me zero. They just sent me the box and be like, here you go, Doc. Do something. Make something cool if you want, but talk about it, whatever. Up to you. We're just going to see the box to see how you like it. So, full disclosure, yes, they sent me the box. I didn't have to do a review. I didn't have to do anything. They didn't pay me, whatever. Like, I hate the stupid YouTube disclosures because, you know what, honestly, people, straight up, end of the day, kind of sort of really none of your business. But because everybody want to be little bitches about it, we always got to say stuff because people are like, oh, you're a shill. No, you're just mad because you didn't get it. Shut up. Go away. Anyway, that's how I feel about it. So I had to say it. Anyway, let's open this up real quick. We're going to talk about it. First of all, let me explain what it is. So Yolo Box is all-in-one system for switching. It encodes, it records, it monitors. Now, I'm about to take on the world tour with a mic in my hand. I'm going to be in the streets for about 42 days solid. So one of the things that's dope about this is, in theory, taking this on the road with me, I can do pop-up live streams from the telly without having to set up my whole Mac Studio and all these other things. Now, you guys know me recently. I did pick up R2M2. You never had a small computer before, so you got to steal the bag from the missus. Yes, I am using a girl's Marc Jacobs computer bag for my R2M2 because, whatever, man. Anybody challenge me, I'll just tell them, shut up. I cross-dress on the weekends. All right, what else did I got cool in this bag? Real quick, I want to make an announcement. I got this book. It's from Michelle. It's so cool. I love it. I love it when the people that come to my coaching and listen to me and do the work and actually generate a product. You're now my favorites. I love when you guys do that. Michelle had a big win. She got her book out, Keely Speaking at People of Video. So there's the folks that pay attention. They're doing things. And the ones that are not paying attention, it's okay. We still love you. We understand. All right. Completely unrelated Shimoda tech bags. Just love them. Anyway, so now I got my R2M2. So in theory, yes, I can stream with this, but it's not designed for streaming. If you watch any of the people complaining and lying about the M2 on the internet, like one of the things they'll tell you is about throttling and things like that. So yeah, like it really isn't designed for streaming. So I might use it for that, but I'm happy to have this because what I can do with this is plug all my cameras and everything to it, feed it directly out of here because this will handle the encoding, and then I'll still be able to do streams and talk to you guys and have fun while I'm on the road, right? Cruising at my sister's house with zero studio. You guys are going to finally get to see what like streaming nasty look like. Some of the cool features is it has multi-cam production, it's touchscreen. It does do 1080. You know how I feel about that. It has multi-view overlays and a audio mixer built in, but that is the Yolo Box Pro. Let's undo it. Do it. As Ben Stiller would say, do it. Just check on you guys real quick. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see. Somebody's not feeling good. I don't know who got sick, but I don't want to scroll back that fast. Oh, it's Adam. Adam, please feel better, Adam. We can't have you sick. We need to see you. All right, scrolling. It is a handbag. It is exactly that. It is a Marc Jacobs computer. I actually bought it for her a while back. It's a Marc Jacobs computer bag designed for a 13-inch. Actually, it's a dope bag. But, if I got to marry it up a little bit, I will marry it up. And Yas, queen. Yas, right? Plus it's red. So I could just slap a Manchester United sticker on it and call it a day. You guys, look. We have ourselves a Miles sighting. What's up, Miles? Man, see you in a couple of weeks, fam. See you in a couple of weeks. All right. If you're walking around a Disney park, we're going to find that out in just a second. And Mob Deep, here's a good one. I'm hearing a lot of comparisons about this versus the ATEM. The first dead giveaway right away before I even open this box. Where's the screen on the ATEM? You know what? Let me take off the hat. It's getting hot in here. I'm like Nelly. It's getting hot in here. All right, here's the top. Boom, 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 boom. Let's open this. What I should have done with I wasn't thinking all the way through is I should have pulled out the Rode microphone so that way I don't have to have this SM7B in my grill. All right, so here is a screen protector. I'm an assumption that's what it is. Feels like it. Ooh, yes. Screen protector. Stick that back in there. May not need that for right now. And then this is the box of Yolo-ness. Ooh, I like that. Ooh. Okay, first glance. It has a little rubbery action around the outside, little rubbery action. I see there's an SD slot here on the bottom. There is a SIM slot. So luckily, I have a SIM card, yanker. So again, Mr. Mobb Deep, the cool thing about this bad boy is if you pop-a-rate this bad boy open right here, you can put in your SIM card like that, and then you can mobile live stream. So you can just take your T-Mobile, your Mint Mobile, your Verizon, your AT&T, whatever, just slap it in. And so that's another advantage over the ATM. Somebody keep me score. A, we got screen, and then B, we have SIM card so that you can just, hit switches on the next block with the SD card. All right. Then over here, we have 1, 2, 3 HDMI ins. I have heard from little birdies in my Instagram. I saw a reel pop up recently that states you can plug a cam link in here and generally give yourselves 4 if you needed that. So there's a thing. There is a Ethernet Jackie Jack, which we probably should use. I didn't liberate a Ethernet cable, so maybe I could yank the one out of the studio for now and hope that Paul doesn't disappear. Because Paul's over here. Hey, everybody say hi to Paul. What's up, Paul? Man, I tell you, the coolest thing is our setup is just like to have, I can see my freaking mods, people. Do you guys understand how dope that is? And Keely popped in, but she's on hockey duty today. But to be able to have your mods and I can actually see them, I love this setup. Like Alec Johnson and Keely, who put me onto this concept of put my mods in the Discord and then have them where I can just bring them in through the NDI. I can see them, wave to Paul. And Maestro's the moderator. Paul is just there so that it doesn't look odd that a cat is moderating. It was KB lame. Like, anyway, so you have an HDMI out, and then you have a Type C, which is an in, a Type C in, which can take things like Rodecaster Pro or, Scarlett or some type of mixers. I understand just from, reading the internets, there are not all mixers work or audio devices work, but a lot of them do. And whatever is not in the party, if you let team at YOLO Live know, they'll make it happen. They're very much like us. When I say us, I mean Ecamm. For those of you guys who don't work at Ecamm, they'll just fix it or come up with something or figure it out. So I like that. I like companies that are young and scrappy like us. So there's a headphone out. There is a mic input and a line input. You know what I mean? So what's cool is I can take something like my my little Rode small PP and plug it in and use it as a mic, or I can plug in something like my DJ mixer if I wanted to be like doing a party, right? Say I'm doing a wedding or a party or a bat mitzvah or something. I can take my DJ mixer, one of the outputs of that, and stick it in here, and then have cameras coming in and everything. And I can just run a live show. So I can have one camera pointing at the dance floor and the Kim folks, one camera pointing at the wedding, couple, one camera that looks at my hands on the wheels of steels, and then, jack the DJ mixer in right there, and then I can you get your boogie on. And then this one looks like it's the charging guy. I'm also curious if the charging guy is also the computer guy. So that's this overall looks. Build quality seems pretty tanky. Massive screen. There is a quarter 20 guy right here. I'm gonna just go ahead and give the first knock, and this is probably not a real knock. This is a dock knock. That's what I'm gonna call. When there's something missing from a product, I'm gonna call it a dock knock. FX3 got us spoiled in these streets. I want quarter 20 here, here, and here, as well as here. And no, that one's busy. And so give me 3 more quarter 20s on the sides, plus this one. And although there's no space back here, there's no quarter 20. But I do know, again, from seeing in the streets, I believe Buck Nasty has a small rig cage or something for him. So now I'm fitting to have to go shopping. If you here's the help section, because people say, did it come with a manual? Yeah, it did. Half the time the manual is just it's QR coded and get your life started. But guess what? It actually comes with a manual. You know these things, people? You guys should take a quick glance. It says, important, do not drop this in the water. It explains to you what all of the things are. Tells you what comes in the box, which I will show you guys in a second. It explains all the ports and whatnot, which is cool. And then it tells you things like you can put a camcorder, a DSLR, a dedicated camera. There is a difference between a camera and a camcorder. A lot of people do not understand that, but there's a difference. If I pop in the drawer and pull out the old HD, this is a camcorder. Because this is a Sony 4K camcorder, it can record. But on some larger cameras that are like studio-oriented cameras, they don't cord. They just camera. Just thought it's a thing. All right. You know what? We might need that. Let's leave that out. All right. Ooh. Just in case. We'll pull out the old, that's the deity little PP, but I said Rode. Anyway, so you can plug in an HDMI to USB adapter. There's things like you can plug in a webcam. So if you have a Logi Brio or a C920 or some other webcam, you can plug a webcam in direct. It says that you can plug in an additional DSLR with the HDMI to USB adapter. I'm not going to yell at them about this because this is a common mistake. And plus, I guarantee you there is some English translation going on here. Almost nobody, pretty much almost nobody is DSLR in this type of situation. They're mirrorless, okay? I'm just saying. I hate to be that guy. No, I don't. You guys know better. There is a USB-C to C. Good build quality, kind of rubbery, which means it will get dirty. I automatically switch these two braided, beautiful cables. And then there is a USB-C to A. So that comes inside the box. There is a Alon key. I'm not even going to take it out because I have small rig tool, but I'll show you. There's an Allen key and a SIM card remover tool that both live in this box. These will stay in this box because, again, I have small rig tool. This small rig tool is like an American Express card. You just do not leave home without it. Everybody should have one of these in their arsenal, not to be confused with the crappy football team. But look, so you got screw measurer in case you don't know which screw is which screw. You got hex keys up in the business like such. And then you have Phillips. You have a flat for tightening tripods and body plates and things of that nature. Another hex key, a star wrench, and a Phillips, all in just one little beauty thing, eh? Small rig tool. So me not need your wrench, homie. Okay, so we're gonna leave that there, and now let's turn this baby on. All right, so we're gonna move the Yolo box. No, actually, I'm gonna leave it in there for safekeeping. Hit the power button here on the bottom, and while it's booting up, let me holler at the family. Wait, let's see. Boom, 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 boom. I believe it's a dedicated audio out, Matt. I believe it's a dedicated audio out. We'll find out in a second. I did a multi-cam dog show with the Yolo Box Pro last fall. It worked nicely. Dang, that's nice. Thank you. Same here. I gotta read about stuff that I purchased too. I don't be wrong with people. Oh, oh, there's a red cage available. See, Dina, what in the hell are you doing? Okay, let me double click on this. I don't know if you guys know this, but you know what? I should show you. It's one of those show me states. If I hit this, sometimes somebody give you a cool comment like this and you want a link. And people are like, oh, how do I, you know what I do? I just double click it like I'm about to edit it and I copy to the clipboard. And just to make it safe, just in case my keyboard's wigging out, then I can cancel that. And then I could come over here to the old browser tabular and then paste it in and hit enter. See, it's easier, right? I don't have to try to type because I'm not like y'all. Ooh, why you zoomed in like 3,000 feet? Come out of there. Oh. Ooh, that is swanky. Why do I need to do this? But I like it because it has a hand dial. And oh yes, this is nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. Thanks, Dina. Damn it. Dag nap it. Yes, might need one of those. Okay, so let me hit the overhead and then hit the power button. I don't know if there's any light indications. There it is. It says, you only live once, live. I'll give it a slight lean for you guys, and then you can see what I'm doing. How y'all doing out there? Okay. 1RS. Let's do the 1RS. Let's hit the Z and P. Actually, you know what, Doc? You did not have to do that. You can go right back to here and hit this button. Duh. Why make scenes if you're not going to use them? Silly boy. All right, let me go back to this and put this on the right camera so I don't mess myself up later. All right, here we go. So there's an upgrade. I love that. It might be hard to see there, but it's basically stating that there is an upgrade. What happens if you play with the gamma, Doc? To make it easier? No, it does not. What about if I pull the brightness? Nope, you can't see. Anyway, it's telling me that there's an update, so I'll go ahead and say install. It's going to go and grab the update. It says less than a minute. Downloading. So it is connected to the Wi-Fi. I did put the Wi-Fi part on ahead of time for the simple reason that my Wi-Fi has a complicated password, and for me to sit here and type all of that mess would take forever. So I just did that already. It says YOLO Live Create Smart. Here's an exclusive YOLOcast offer from YOLO Box. That's their streaming service. So I can go ahead and not need that. So I'm going to come in here and just click on this plus mode. And you get two. Oh, you know what? I am going to have to fix this. There it is. So what you're seeing here is something that says create a stream and then monitor mode. So I'm going to go into monitor mode first just to see. Here's the interface. This might be easier now that it's black. Why would you turn it off? All right. So there it is in black. Pretty simple. You got an interface down here that says add a video source. I see layers here. This guy looks like it's the switcher. Oh, I guess you got to add a video source first. Let me do that. I'm going to pop up the old A7 Franklin over here and battery be charged. Oh, 17%. That'll get you far there, Mr. Rock. Oh, you know what? I didn't even got to do that. See, Sony people, we rule. You just take this little baby right here, which is plugged in to the power, and then be like, I got the power. There you go. Now it's charging. Yes. That was an accidental push of the button, but slightly apropos. All right, let me grab. I have a HIMD cable over here. Folks, I am looking for good source of braided HIMD cables. I sent a bunch of stuff to Rich's house ahead of my trip. Hopefully the ones I ordered are good. I want to find out the hard way. But I do not like non-braided cables because they tangle and they bind and whatever. So anyway, cool thing again about A74 is it uses grown folk size HIMDI cables, right? You don't need these little wimpy adapters. So you just, oh, of course, this is the wimpy cable. Dang it. I thought I was cool. That's okay. I do have a full size one right here. See what happens when you think you're smart? All right, here we go. Full size HDMI cable. Give it a little cable stretch. And then one of my favorite things about this camera is it uses grown folk size cables. All right, so we're going to take HDMI 1 and we are going to plug in this HDMI 1. Bye-bye. And then what I think I need to do is get rid of this box. It's going to be in my way. So video source, HDMI 1. There it is. Oh, sorry guys. Overhead. Look, there it is. HDMI 1 is in there. See? You can see myself. Oh, please do untangle this cable before you cause a problem or an issue. All right, let me fix that. I'm going to put this here. Give it small rig cage thing to lean on. This is HDMI 1 using the A74. And currently I have on the Tammy 17 to 28 because I like that lens. All right, so HDMI works. And let's see, if you come over here, I can add another video source. So I have, of course, other HDMI capabilities. I also can do picture-in-picture video. I have picture-in-picture video too, a split view, a second split view. Can bring in PDFs. So if I had a PDF on a USB key or an SD card, I can transfer things like that over. I can make that happen if need be. And then again, you just see your various HDMI sources. So I do like the idea that it can run a webcam. And I do like the idea that you can plug in a, let me do this. That way I don't have to keep switching back and forth. We don't need to see the stream deck. I do like the idea that you can plug in a webcam and that you can plug in something like an iPad as a source, right? Because you do have the other like USB connector there, I believe, in a Type-C. So one of those will probably take in something like an iPad. I think what I want to do is pull out my next cam link and possibly see if I can put you guys where you can see the HDMI as a screen. So let's do that. Let me see. Matthew and I were having this conversation about him getting a Bertha. He's talking about a Husky one. Same thing. Milwaukee. I like the Milwaukee because it was red and black. But the best thing about this, Matt, is when you need something, everything is right here. You just slide open the drawer. I can get mics. I can get, look, I can even get a Ninja out of here. See? It's just a Ninja. Wait, that's not even the Ninja version. That's the Sony version. Anyway, I got cages. If you need a Luke cage, you just pull anything out of his drawer. So yeah, fam, you're going to love it. I know it's a thought process and driving to the Home Depot to get one. But yeah, just get it. It'll be the best thing you put in your studio. So if you guys are watching any Matthew O'Brien tutorials and you need to buy some Final Cut Pro template, folder template or timeline template. Well, my brain is project template. That's what I'm trying to say. There's English. Look, new HDMI cables. Yeah, buy some now so this man can buy his cabinet. There you go. That was my point. Here's the cam link. Ta-ba! And let's see what else we need in here. That's it. That is it. Oh yeah, the Yolo box does come with a little one of these. I just took it out already. All right. So I got this. And here's a new HDMI cable. Oh, look, new Ethernet cables. I keep all of this stuff in this bag. This is my hit the road accidental cable bag. And I keep things like tripod plates, brand new HDMI cables, brand new Ethernet cables. I mean, you can get Ethernet cables for like $3-4 now, and they're not the greatest, but they're good to have in your Eagle Creek packing cube. And you always stick this in the go bag because everything you might need by accident is in there. So that's the accidental bag. All right, so let me get this HDMI cable and let's see if we can put you guys in a cam link without breaking anything. Then that way you'll be able to see what it is that he's doing. So clap your hand for what he is doing. Let me check on y'all while I'm playing around over here. Assuming that you can, man, I don't even bother. It's been in my bag. I've been through TSA about 12 times with it. I've never had a problem. But if you want to be safe, then just check it. But I literally just traveled on a trip with 2 carry-ons. And in that particular trip, I went through 4 airports and never had a single problem. So, considering TSA always looks at me like I stole something, I might go ahead and say that, yeah, but I'm never going to give advice on whether something is TSA approved or not, because I have been stopped for a can of Pringles. I have, that is man, you are so dumb. That is a DisplayPort cable. Oh my goodness. What kind of eerie, 1 second. Why, Doc? Oh. Here's an HDMI cable. Where the heck did you get a DisplayPort cable from? See, even in my emergency bag, I had an HDMI to DisplayPort cable. Go figure. Anyway, Camlink, be a nice guy and don't do anything weird. I just want you to work. So we're going to plug you here. Ooh, I just thought of another HDMI source that I have at the ready. Because I stream from an HD60 Plus instead of a stock Camlink as my master Camlink, I could actually take the output from this camera out of the HD60 Plus and throw it up in here. Just a thought. Okay, so we're going to try this. Here is the HDMI out. Okay, that is connected. It is doing some thinking. And I might have just broke something on the stream. I might have to set, you know what? I'm going to guess that I have to turn it on. Oh, HD60 Plus does not like sharing, but let me try this cam link. This cam link works fine. HD60 Plus does not like sharing. I'm going to go into the settings real quick and then see if I can turn on a output. Monitor mode. Here's the settings. USB-C out, program out. Does that work?
Somebody says you need an HDMI emulator in the chat.
Nice. Who said I need an HDMI emulator? They can hear you, Paul. Storage settings. Maybe I should have used the USB-C out. It says program out, so I'm assuming that works. But this Camlink ain't liking it. Maybe it's because it's just in a bad port. So let me unplug that and then stick it in a different place. Come here, Camlink. Okay, and then while we did that, let me restart the HD60 Plus. It still didn't like it. Dang. Nope. The overhead still works because it does, and this particular cam link still works. The HD60 Plus is not happy at the moment. So I'm going to just unplug it and skip this cam link out. We're going to try USB-C out. Don't press that button. Man, you guys see the top of that massive head? Good Lord. That is what you call Cro-Magnon melon. Ooh, I just had an idea. I just had an epiphany. What if... Did he want to do that? Yeah, it might work. Anyway, so that didn't work. I'm going to try USB-C out. Please add... Okay, got that. If I plug the USB-C, the smart answer would be to put it in the studio and not the computer to which we are streaming from. But, you know, I'm brave like that. Let's pop this in right here. Oi. And then plug this in right here. There we go. And then I'm going to come over here to where Paul is located. Come on, mouse. And press on this camera. And then put Yolo box. Hey, you can see me. Look, guys. All right, here we go. I'm going to pop Paul and I out. And so this is the Yolo box. You can see it right here, right? It is showing up in my... I plugged it into the other machine with the Discord because it was safer than jacking up the machine that we're streaming from. It was a better look. And then I'll click like this and just leave Paul down there in the corner. Let's make it so you guys can see everything, though. Okay, so... As you can tell, this is the Yolo box happening on this screen. So we're going to call that a thing. We're going to call that a thing. Let me, and then this is my main camera now because the HD60 Plus is pissed off. I wonder now if I plug it back in, if it'll bite. And then go like that. Will you come back? Don't be evil, HD60 Plus. And then I'll go to Ecamm, go to my cameras, including switcher, turn that off, and then turn it back on. Including switcher, bam. Are you back? Back streets, back, all right. Boom, 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 boom. You know what's funny is even after taking out the cam link, like Ecamm still sees it as stuck in there. So that was dumb in general. But let's test one other thing then. Since this thing wants to be silly, we're gonna plug this into here and put this in the HDMI 2 like such. Yep. And then we're going to take the opposite end of it. What's up, Keels? Keels is just popping into the cord. And we're going to take the opposite end of it and plug it into here. All right. Now, it's thinking, and we'll see if it works. Oh, there it goes. It works. Okay, so watch this, gang. If we come over here, so this is the Yolo box, and that's the A7 down here, right? And this is the master camera. Now, stop focusing, Sony. This is the master camera now being fed into the Yolo box out of the HD60S as an additional source. So what that allows us to do now is, if I really wanted to, because my computer is being simple, I might be able to plug it back in to this side, and then I'll have my camera back because it's coming through the Yolo box, which is a thing. Like, if you wanted to set the Yolo box up as an eCam camera, you do know that it works. So that's a thing. That's kind of cool. I do like that. Let me go back to this overhead shot right here for a second. So what I did basically is I took the output of the HD60 Plus and I plugged it in here to the second HDMI. And this one is the old A74, which is down here on the table. So you can see it totally works. And now you're seeing what it looks like as I'm switching cameras. So that part itself is cool. You can come in here and set your video source transition. Right now it's a cut. Let's do this as a fade. And we don't like long fades. We want to make it a 1 second fade. And then I don't want to use wipes or anything like that because that's just weird. You can see you have click the switch or double click the switch, and that will keep you from having accidents if you like accidentally tap something, because it is outside, right? You're in the streets hanging out there. You can add in, if you have a video that's playing on an SD card, do you want that video to keep playing, or do you want that video to pause when you switch, and then when you come back, that video will keep going? So normally I would probably leave that on resume first frame when paused, or just pause when switching. I probably would use the last one if you were doing something where you're talking back and forth. That's going to depend on your show. Then you have your video output mode. You got the HDMI out, or then you have a DP out. That's a different channel. We won't talk about that. I don't know what that is. I have to double check what that is. And we got our encoder settings. So we got a constant bit rate. We got a constant quality. We got a variable bit rate. So you can adjust all of those things on the fly. I probably would leave it on constant bit rate, as it does say default and recommended, but that is something that I would do. You might change that if you're on your SD card. I can see where that would come in handy. And then you have recording limits. Now, this is a very interesting situation here. You can have it generate a new video every 10 minutes, every 20 minutes, every 30 minutes, every 60 minutes, or continuously. Constantly. Let me do this. Here's this is so weird. Here's the reason why you might want to set it for 10 minutes instead of constantly. Okay, fake hiccup. If you're doing this out and about, right? Say you're at the beach park or at an event or something like that, and it's a mobile live production. If something eats it, having those 10-minute chunks, you'll be able to salvage something. If you put it on continuously down here on the bottom and something happens, right? Little kid bumps into the whole table, pulls out a cord or something, you don't get any extra files. So this is taking us back to old school Canon, like original shooting on a Canon situation where you would basically be stuck like Chuck. I wouldn't do that. In this particular case, I would actually take the 10-minute chunks. I can stitch them back together relatively quickly in any editing program, including like CapCut. So I would probably suggest, if you're into this, you might want to do the 10-minute chunks, because if something happens, you do have a salvageable feed. And just out of curiosity, I just want to know why she's looking at us like that. Keely's gonna punch me when she sees that. Anyway, let's pop back in over here. The other options are your storage settings. Now, this thing is super cool. You can plug in a USB storage, so you can either go straight to a SD card here, or using the USB plug here, you can plug in an external hard drive. I have a MV.
Doc, stop it.
What? Oh, yeah. Dang it, Keely. They can hear you, by the way. I have an MVNE drive. I can never say that. So you can record directly to a drive. Here's where it's cool. SD card storage or extra like small little hard drive like these SanDisk things that I just keep around. That's a Luxor, but you know what I mean. Storing things like this. You can just hand this to the client at the end. So if you're doing a wedding, a corporate presentation, or something of that nature, you can just take this, give it right to them, and be like, "On about your business, homie," right? And then they can take it. They don't have to wait for you to go back to your shop and do any weird edits and things like this. Man, this is super weird. Pulling in this feed from the Mac Studio because the Elgato wanted to be a specialty item. Yeah. Look, still doesn't bite. It's plugged in. It shows up everything. It just doesn't bite. That is weird. But I always have this camera. So, sup, people. So anyway, yes, you can do that storage option. That is a capability here. And that's all the settings, right? So we got video switching mode. Oh, we didn't test it out. So now that we got that on switching mode, let me come back here. And then we'll see what happens when we switch feeds. There you go. You get a little. It's smoother in real life. You guys are watching a little bounce because I am using this as a source in the Discord. So if you want to see this live and you're a Drop Squad member, we're in the Drop Lounge on the Discord, so you can actually see the output from here over there. Super cool. I really like that. All right, some other things we can do. Click on to here. We got layering. So if I want to add an overlay, I'm going to hit the overlay button. So let me come here real quick. And I have image overlays, lower thirds, countdown timer, web URL, which is widget. You guys remember that. Titles or social overlays. Let me hit a countdown timer and I'll just use this. And then starting soon, blah, blah, blah. I'm just leave everything default. I'm not going to mess with it too much. And then say done. So now my overlay is in here. I'm going to press the button. And then I'll show you. This is what the timer looks like. Now, I'm assuming to Paul and Keely it's right. You guys are watching this through the HDMI, so you're seeing it backwards. But it's correct to you guys, right, Paul? He didn't even shake his head. So I don't even know if he can still hear me. In theory, it should work. Oh, you know why it might have muted? Hold on. Let me come back. It might have muted that because the YOLO box is being seen.
Yes, it is.
Oh, it is. Is it straight? Okay, cool. It might have muted that to you guys because when I switched to the YOLO box, that is now the camera audio to the Discord as well. And that just might have, yeah. Anyway, so that overlay thing does work. And Paul says it shows up correctly. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a Aubrey sighting in the Discord. What's up, Aubs? All right, so that overlay does work. I like that. That is kind of cool. What else they got in here in overlays? You could do a lower third. So let's do something like this. And you're going to enter the text here at the top. ALOHA. A little Hawaii in my day. Okay, so I can do that. I got a lower third. So if I hit this lower third pops up. It is there. I'm going to show you guys what it looks like in a second. This is what the lower third looks like. Again, it's not backwards to me. Ooh, I know what to do. Doc, I think. Can you do this? Can you do? Ecamm to the rescue. So I got that lower third right there. I can put that on and off. If I hit the edit pencil, that allows me to pencil it in a little bit so I can increase the size a little bit. There we go. Hit done. Now that's updated. So you see you can adjust things on the fly. Really cool. If I go back to my other camera, that overlay stays, right? Or I guess I can turn it on and off and switch it around, but the overlay stays when I switch to the different camera, which it's kind of cool, I reckon. All right. Let me come back over here, show you what we show you. This is so far so good. This is fun, right? I have ability to bring in guests. I might not be logged in for that, but you can bring in a guest. I don't know if I would have a guest dial into this while I'm outside streaming on a LTE connection or a 5G connection. That might be a little crazy. Here's your audio mixer, so I can make audio from certain devices louder or softer accordingly. I have a scoreboard overlay if I was doing something like a field hockey game. Let me turn this off. Let's see. I also have an auto switch. Okay, let's pop this on. This is cool. I'm going to hit auto switch. And hit video sources, HDMI 1 and 2. Done. Hit the auto switch. And then basically every 10 seconds or so, it's going to switch between my various devices. Every couple of seconds, it would just swoop in, swoop out. And on the display here, I actually have a clock that's telling me what's what with the what. Can I get a what? Sorry. That is super cool as well. Like, I can see this is going to require some playing around and doing some things, but for the most part, this is pretty simple stuff here. Okay, so now we got our camera situation set up. Let me come back out to the good guy here, and then we're going to hit this plus sign. Now, it's hard for you guys to see, but this size says create a live stream. Oh, I know what to do. Doc, sometimes you got to use the old akamai, as we say in Hawaii. Let's go India HX camera. Gangster. That always works. Here we go. So we're going to go to the live stream title. Nope. Give me a capital. Yolo, capital, box, space, test. Choo! Done. My description. Just because I don't even guess I could have ignored that. The date is today. Okay. The time is 8:54. Let's just say 9 minutes of funk. Let's click back on. Ooh, I like that. You can do the 8 and then 56. All right. Okay. And then I can say create. There it is. This is a scheduled test of the emergency Yolo box system. All right. If I press on this little hamburger menu, you can duplicate those, right? If I hit that, you'll see I have the option to go live, and then there's my channels. So I am going to connect it to the YouTube, and we'll go public because I don't feel like fighting it right now. All right. And then I see that Dina and Glenda have joined the alcoholics over here in the Discord. Okay. So I can add my Facebook account, my Twitch account, and a custom RTMP, which would be like my what do you call that thing? Amazon. Oh. Okay. And then over here is where I can invite a guest if I wanted to. So you would hit that switch, and then you would enter the person's email address if you wish to do such a craziness. I'm not going to do that right now because I don't want to break this. Mute guests by default and allow participants to join. All right. Then over here, here's my audio mixer. Here's my scoreboard display, which is kind of cool. Ooh, you know where this would be dope? Say you're doing a live stream and you're doing a live stream like contest or something of that nature. You could actually have contestants come in through this and then pipe them back into the eCam through the standard HDMI out. So that's kind of swank. I like that concept. And over here, last point, there's a section for comments. So when we're live, you guys will be able to see the comments. And I do have the auto switching situation turned on. So let me hit the auto switch. Oh, let me select these 1 and 2. And then I'm going to set my HDMI 1. Let's move this up a couple of seconds so it's not super obnoxious. We're going to set it up to like 30 seconds. The scroll doesn't fly, so because of that, I wish I could just type it. It'll be quicker, even though I can't type. Dun, 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 dun. There you go. So we're going to leave that in there like such, and then we're going to start the auto switch. So you have to manually disable. Let's go live. Are you ready to start live streaming? It's kind of like, are you ready for the next comedian? Done. Yeah, we don't care about the sound. Got it. I think it's live. Let me pop over here to the browser. And then let's do one of this. Hit the old tubes of view. Go here. My channel. There it is. It says it's waiting. How is it waiting? It should be live. Let me check over here. Can you guys see it if you go to the channel? Oh, Rob said sup. So let me check comments. Oh yeah, no, I see it. I see it. Maybe my end is dumb, but Rob is in there, and if I come back over here to the Yolo box situation, see Rob put in the comments up, and then so it's actually there. So it is working. Maybe I have to just do that. Does that do something? I don't know. Mine still shows up as waiting, but Rob is actually seeing it, it looks like. Oh, no. Even Dina says she sees it. So, yeah, it's just my my end is stupid. But it's okay. It's not working in my browser, but it's working in theirs. So that works. I'll accept that. Dina said it's there. She say it's in there. And Rob says it's in there, which means it's in there. Nice. Nice. I wonder. Oh, Paul says it's still waiting. But everybody, oh, maybe that's a thing. Right. No SD card, so I don't want to record. And no, cancel that. According to this, it's streaming and it's been live for 2 minutes. But you guys are still seeing the waiting screen. I wonder if I'm missing something. You know what you should be waiting on, Michelle? You should be waiting on this book right here. What? Yeah. All right. Let me see. Pause the live stream and you can change that. So, yeah, that's weird. It should be working, but maybe YouTube does not like me trying to do 2 live streams simultaneously. That could be it. I don't know. Because according to Yolo, it's working. What is that? Okay, I'm going to press pause on this and start it again. See what happens. So pause that. And then go live again. But no drop frames. It's sending out at like 3,000-ish per second. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Oh, I know why. Hold on. I think I know why. Let me go over here into my studio. This might be a trick. Hit live video. Let me bring you guys for the ride just in case. So it might just be I have to go in here and start it. Yes, that's what it is. Okay, gang. Okay, that's what it is. I have to come into studio. You see this blue thing right here? It says it looks like you're ready. Click so you can start streaming. So I have to click that. Now it should fire up the party. And now it says, yo fam, you live. All right. So in theory, now you guys should be able to see what's happening. Yep, that is it. That is exactly it. Because now you can see it. And then so if I come back to the old box of Yolos, now it's live. And so now I can switch that camera. I'm gonna see how the latency is. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we got about a 10-second or so latency, which is good. Good, right? Let me see if I hit this little overlay and then let that thing do what the thing do. Now, you guys aren't going to hear anything on this particular stream over here because I don't have any mics plugged in. But yeah, that works. That works. So just so you guys can see it in the home, those playing along at home, it's there. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Let me overlay this and give everybody the peace sign. Bye. Bye. Please go to the. Okay. See you guys. And then, Gangster. Oh, that don't work now. Ain't this a shame? All right, that's it. It works. That, my friends, was pretty cool. Let me check on you guys in the comments, and I'm super irritated that my HD60 Plus just decided it wanted to be irritated. So you guys get to watch the side of my head for the rest of the stream while I check on you guys. Bounce. Kat, I will get you the POV code for LGL today. Let me hit up Dan. I think he gave it to me. I just got to double check if I did it. There is Buck. Yo.
I gave it to her.
Huh? Paul gave it to her. So there's that. This is super irritating that it does not like my, hey, come here. Sorry, I'm trying to fix Paul over here. Turn on the camera. There you go. It's super irritating that my HD60 Plus just ate it. What's up, Brady? Brady also got Yolo box, so he and I will be playing with this. Maybe we'll do a stream from outside. It's kind of cool. Is it intentional that he doesn't have it full screen? Doesn't have what full screen? I think maybe they were talking about when I was showing the Discord here. I had it that way because it didn't bite on the cam link. So there's that. That might be what you're talking about. Matt's talking about his cabinet. Can't wait to get it because stuff is man, his cabinet is life. It's life. It's like, oh, I see. F-150. This thing, mine was 400 something pounds. So it would have fit in a Tacoma, but I just had them do it. Oh, you talking about my, I was showing there you go. I got it. Thank you, Paul. Just had a sale. Nice. Dude, that video was good. if you guys want to see some really cool stuff, him and Dylan been doing a series about, high level creators that create, but we come from the Final Cut space. So it's like, in a nice way, telling them how to speed up their workflow, but the thumbnail is genius, right? It's called, hey, Justine, you're using Final Cut wrong, or hey, MKB HD, you're using Final Cut wrong. They're both very, very, very cool. Mine is a Milwaukee Gerald. Let me show you. I love it. Her name is Bertha. Mine is gorgeous. I got drawers open right now. Close those. But look. It's gorgeous. So why it's gorgeous is when you need some guns, you just reach in here and then pull something out from the gun show. So I can put that baby right there. Right? That sits right here. And then my A7 IV, my other A6400, ZV1, all my cameras fit there. And then I got all my lenses in here. A bunch of stuff is in the... A bunch of stuff is already in the bag to get ready for the trip, but I love the fact that, all my cameras, my cables, my everything is just like there. You want to see? I'm going to show you something psycho real quick. Hold on. Let me show you something super psycho. That, my friends, is psycho. Nanlite City. Because, you got to be about the brand. I got Nan lights for days. They're all in there. It's really cool setup. Yeah, I'm telling you, I love it. Matt's going to get the Husky because he needed that black, and they got matte black now. When I went to go get it here in Hawaii, they didn't have a matte black Husky because that's probably what I would have got. And so I got the Milwaukee because it's matte red. I didn't want the shiny cabinets because I don't want lights bouncing off of stuff up in here. But they look good no matter what. It won't work. You need an HDMI emulator. Say that again, Brady. You need let me check to see if Brady texted me. HDMI emulator. I am texting Brady to see what he said. There we go. What HDMI emulator? I know what it is. It's a little brick that you plug in between the HDMIs. But I think what Brady is trying to say is in order to get the video out so that you can see it as a multi-view on a different monitor or whatever, you need an HDMI emulator. And what that is for, I guess the easiest way to explain this is HDMI has locks in it, right? HDCP or whatever. It's a content protection and it's built into the thing. So what an HDMI emulator does is it basically tells that to shut up and go away so that you can let stuff pass through. But it was designed to stop people from bootlegging Blu-rays. So that's what that was. This is the world's oddest camera angle. By the way, let's see. Everybody's in there. Yo, Mr. Richie. R2 in the building. Yes. If I could use the roller box with Ecamm Live and Ecamm can see each camera. Yeah. So unfortunately, Matt, what it's going to do is I believe exactly like the HM Mini, it's going to see the Yolo box. So your switching would come from here. And I think that's how Tom did it before. I'm pretty sure that's how Aaron did it as well. It's like the HM. Ecamm will see it as a singular source. One singular sensation. Here, you know what? Let's do something stupid. This is guaranteed dumb, Doc, but let's just do it anyway. All right, we'll see what happens. He did something stupid. Will it bite? Will it bite? Will it bite? If I go into plus key, monitor mode, does it bite? That particular input, no, it did not bite. Yeah, see, that input sucks. On the front of my, what do you call this thing? On the front of my OWC Thunderbolt dock, there is a USB-C port, but that USB-C port does not behave as a grown folks USB-C port. It is silly. So I think it's mostly designed for charging, so it didn't bite. So what I got to do now is put an adapter on here, and then we'll be good to go. That was Brady. I knew it. Yes, it was Brady. So let's see what Brady said. Yes, he showed a picture, just like it doesn't like Sony. It doesn't like Canon camcorder. Sony worked the best. Yeah, I could have told you that. Canon sucks. Take that, Gretchen. Gretchen's gonna be mad. Anyway, so there he goes. Let me show you what Brady sent us. Brady gave us the answer, and I actually have the headless ones that are made to plug on the computer. Man, those are some ugly fingers, Brady. There it is. It's a HDMI EV and Lunk, but that's basically the emulator. So you plug that in and then plug it out, and the multi-view will make its way over here. So that's cool. Boom, boom, boom. Mark that. We need a drop. Yes, it is an interesting piece of tech. I kind of like it. Yeah, I love this Milwaukee brand. But you know what's funny? I have all Milwaukee tools in the wood shop, Milwaukee and Festool. It's all my stuff in the wood shop looks like Christmas. It's either green or red. It's just a brand. I'm not a fan of DeWalt. DeWalt is Black & Decker. So I'm not a fan of DeWalt. And in Japan, Ryobi stuff is dope. The ones they get us here in the U.S., it's not. So not a fan of the Ryobi stuff unless I can get the real deal Japan one. So for me, it would either be Makita, the made in Japan Makita stuff, or it would be Milwaukee. And that's just a personal choice because I need tools that guarantee work. And Festool is German. So boom. You can set a timer to fade out for the overlays too. Oh, yeah, that's right. You can set the overlays to automatically disappear. That is true. That is true. Both of your servers are quiet right now. Why are your servers quiet, Matt? Curious. Everyone remember to hit that. Oh, there's Mr. Mike Rose. What's up, boss? Good to see you here. Everybody's figuring out that I figured out that I was done. And yes, Mike says you can actually stream on 2 channels simultaneously. I thought you could. I was wondering why it wasn't working. But I know we've done it by accident on Ecamm. So, there it is. I'm glad to see everybody showing up. Make sure you lock it up or to roll away. Mine is way too heavy to roll away, man. Oh, I saw a really cool, the company names begin with an H, Matt. I saw a really cool drink fridge, and it's a USB drink fridge. It's not cold enough to like hold your sushi or whatever, but it will keep drinks at a drinkable temperature, and that is kind of dope. Ooh, speaking of which, I left one in the freezer that I better grab right away. Is there an application for the Yolo box in a regular studio church setting? 100%, 100%. Think of an ATEM Mini with a touchscreen, and think of an ATEM Mini that has its own network connection. So if I were to pop in my Canuck Mobile or Deadpool Mobile, as I call it, my Mint chip, if I put my Mint chip in a Yolo box, it's good to go. Like, it's just ready. It's just ready to go. So, yeah, I think that part of it is dope. And thank you, Vaughn, for showing up. Man, I had the pleasure of meeting Vaughn in the Real Deal Holyfield out in these streets. It was nice. He's a very awesome guy. Have fun. Oh, the headless horse. Yes. What those are for, Michelle, is, for instance, if I wanted to connect to my Mac Studio over the built-in screen sharing connection that's on a Mac, when you don't have the headless display thing plugged into the Mac, it uses more GPU and stuff in order to emulate that screen share. Putting that in gives you a much smoother connection on the screen share. because Mac OS, when you do screen shares, just like in Ecamm, when you do screen shares, it's wanting to pull the information on the way to the display instead of trying to pull it off the graphics card. That takes more work. If you can just snatch it. So imagine the display is here, the computer's here. That screen share just snatches the info right here. So with the display emulator, it's pretending there's a monitor back there so that screen share can just siphon that info. So it makes it work better. That's what that's for. Boom, boom, boom. Right, Renee? It's like we're having an old Macworld 2014 up in here. So that's super cool. Speaking of Canuck Mobile, what's up, Brian? Good to see you here, family. Boom. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. All right. So I think that so far it's going to require a lot more playing around, but I am kind of digging this YOLO box when I hit the road. And I'm going to be traveling. So I'm going to be Dallas and then Ohio and then Boston and then New York and then Boston and then back here and a quick stop in Virginia, go see my sister them. I think this is cool because I'll be able to do my live streams with this without having to bust out the R2M2 because, this is not really designed for streaming. So I think this is going to be a very interesting type of situation over here. It's definitely cool. So I'm going to have to play with it some more and also try to connect it up and see what I can do with it on the Ecamm front. I think that will be interesting to see how that works. And then say what's up to my people in the Discord. What's up, people in the Discord? Glenda is waving over there. See, the cool part about people in the Discord is they're in real time. They don't have to wait until I'm done talking. And I don't know how my HD60 Plus ate it, but it did. So thank you, Elgato, for doing that. I'm probably going to have to reboot all myriad things before class. Today, class, let me pull this link down real quick, and then I'm going to pop this in the Discord for class. I'm going to request that if possible, you can have this on your iPad or print it out, because you're going to need it. We are going to do some work in class today. So I'm going to download this real quick. And then I don't want a PNG. I want a PDF. PDF print. RGB, doesn't matter. It could be black and white. Boom, boom, boom. What I should do, I'm going to put it up there as is now. If I have enough time between the time we start class, I will open this up in Adobe and make it so that you can fill it out on the screen. But let me open the chat here on the Discord. I'm going into the Drop Squad channel and I'm putting this in right here. There we go. All right. So this piece of paper I just dropped for the people who are in the community. I just dropped this in here. What there's going to be is a worksheet that we're going to need for class today. We are going to go and I'm going to give you guys a head start. Let me think. Let me check. Should I give you guys a head start or should we just, you know what? Just download it. If you figure it out on your own, you're good. But you're going to need that. You're going to need that for class. I don't want to give you a head start. That's cheating. I want you guys to go through this together so we can talk about it while we're in class. So I just dropped something into the Discord for everybody. If you're in a Drop Squad, go in there, pull down the PDF, stick it in your iPad or print it out, do whatever you want. You can even make your own. And in the meantime, gang, jump on over to the Zon. See this right here? This is from Michelle Lawrence, a.k.a. Michelle. And she right here. So Michelle has put out her book. So get yourself one. Go over to the old Amazon, and it tells you how to work your way through. Come on, girl. She got color pictures, right? She came through. Look, you are your own brand. So this is Michelle's workbook that's going to help you with your personal branding, because one of these days you can get your personal brand so strong that YouTube calls you up and say, hey, man, why don't you come and work over here and be a creator liaison like Renee? and it tells you
Hey,
how to work it.
Eileen, mute, Eileen. Mute, Eileen, mute. Oh, got it. Okay, got it. Dang. Yeah, when you come into the Discord, you got to mute yourself. Otherwise, I hear myself twice, and that's just odd. See, look, they're right there. Look, there's that orange box. That was Miss Eileen. Anyway, so this is Michelle's book. I am so proud of her that she got this out. And also, we are almost ready to start heading to Albany for our People of Video, and you get to see me. I'm speaking. Roberto Blake is speaking. Diana Gladney is speaking. And Keely, Discord for Creators, Keels will be doing her first ever class. Papa Luigi's fixing to be there. Michelle's trying to get to come up there. Man, we're going to have a blast. And so this go around, it is sponsored by Ecamm, but if you can get the People of Video, that's going to be fantastic. I'm also going to be speaking at Content Marketing World in Cleveland, Ohio. That conference is about $3,000 to enter. So, you know, you guys just might have to just watch my reels at that. I don't know if you want to spend $3,000 to come to that, but if you do, come on, let's go. You know, come and kick it with us in the Ohio Players Roller Coaster. So anyway, that was lame. So, and you can get 25% off the discount with the Ecamm fam. That's right. You just use that code right there. Thank you, Mr. Moderator Paul, and that will get you there. We will be back Tuesday. I want to do some more working on what we're talking about in our short form video. I did just release Papa Luigi. It's Luis, Papa Luigi, or Papi Culito. That's my other favorite name for him. It's going to be great. Wait, Aubrey, you and Luis and Michelle should just ride up from down south with each other and hopefully not get arrested on the way up. But yeah, we'll be back Tuesday for some more shenanigans. And sorry, Michelle, trademark Michelle. And I will see you guys then. And hopefully between now and class, I can fix my HD60 Plus. But just to go to show you, life happens. And because I have a contingency camera, I was able to do this. Or I could just, you know, pull this thing from the old box of Yolos. So you never can tell, fam. Like, things just happen and you just got to go with it. You got to make it happen when it happens. So I will see you guys on Tuesday. And if you didn't get a chance to, go check out Matthew's latest video. And maybe we're going to have Matthew come on and talk about his Final Cut templates so that all you guys in the Final Cut game can see how to set your projects up like a grown folks. I highly suggest you watch the last video because it was good. And it was interesting, some of the stuff he did. I actually learned something. Like I use Final Cut since version 1, and Matthew showed me something in his video that I personally had never done. And I think that's cool. Like I always use the single blade system like Matthew. I don't do the double blade system, that gets old. And I use the range to do audio, but I never really use the range to full chunk. It's funny because I know it's there. I just never use it. I use blade and then the option bracket. Now, here's the part that's going to sound super stupid. I have both. Don't laugh at me, O'Brien, okay? I have both the Loop Deck and the Stream Deck. And I still, with my fingers on the keyboard, hit B, and I hit option bracket, option bracket. I got 32 buttons over here, another 25 buttons over here, and I have a Loop Deck CT, okay? This is inexcusable. So it was really funny when you busted out this old piece of crap iPhone, and I have one sitting right here, iPhone 8, and I never thought to just put my choppers on here. That's kind of brilliant. And I actually have the Stream Deck sitting right here. So sometime today or tomorrow, I'm going to put my choppers on my Stream Deck because it is way faster. The other thing that I didn't think of, but now you got my wheels turning, I can take this Logitech joint right here, and on the side, I have these two buttons, right, that are not programmed for anything. right? I can put my choppers, my option bracket, right here on the mouse, and I can just go bam, option bracket. Like, hello. So thank you, O'Brien, for like, waking up the dumbass. Because I'm literally, this loop deck sits here and I use it for various things in the cut, mostly playing with audio, but I don't know why. I don't know why. And I switched to the solid B from like when it was just middling pictures and you were like, oh, you should change these keyboard shortcuts. And I did that and I thought I was cool. So yeah, it's kind of funny that series that you're doing right now with showing people who show their Final Cut workflow how to make it better, even people who use Final Cut religiously will miss some of these speed ups and shortcuts you just don't know, right? It's like, many people cook. I see people trip out when they see me I have these tea bags, right? And they're blank. They're made so you can put raw tea in and turn it into a satchel if you don't have your strainers and stuff. So a lot of times when we make soup or whatever, we'll put an ice cube inside the tea satchel and just rub it across the top of the soup, and all the unnecessary oil comes out. And people look at me like, wait, and you can do it with a coffee filter too. You can just put a coffee filter, drop an ice cube on it, rub it around the top of the soup, and pull off all the unnecessary oil. You can do it with just an ice cube, but the filter or the tea bag satchel, the oil sticks to that better than just the ice. And so many people see me do that, and they're like, wait, what? What'd you just do? And I'm like, I sucked all the extra grease off. And they're like, oh, I didn't know you could do that. You know what I mean? So, yeah, no matter how much you do something, I wonder if Dina's a cook. Dina, did you know that trick? Did you know about put the ice cube in either a coffee filter or a tea satchel or a cheesecloth and then rub it across the top of the soup? You get all the excess oil out. I'll check with Dina because she's a good cook. And a lot of people don't know that trick, and they think, like, where the heck did you get that?
No,
And I don't know. Somebody's mama. Oh,
I did not know that.
oh, wait, hold on. We have a confession in the Discord. Go ahead. What'd you say, Miss Lady?
I did not know that.
Yes, I taught Dina something, and she's the cook. Oh shit! You gotta say that.
This is why you come to school on Saturday. You're gonna learn something.
Now I'm gonna moonwalk up out of here because I just taught Dina something, and she is a badass cook. So hey, you know what I'm saying? Glenda said that Persian folks did use the tea bag trick. Yeah, see, I learned it in Asia, so same thing. I think Persian stands for Peri-Asians. Sorry, that was mean. Anyway, that's it. So yeah, I love that. Matthew and Dylan, who is not here, you guys have been doing a good job on that series. I'm loving that series. So I do not look at any stuff and say, Doc, you've been using Final Cut wrong. I will come to Nebraska. I'm just saying. Guys, you guys have been dope, even with all of the tech nastiness today. I will see you guys on Tuesday. This is fantastical. I'm just make sure I didn't miss anybody. Brady, thank you for the thing about the emulator. I'm going to ask you some questions when I get ready to do this the next time. Okay, coolio. I think everybody is good. I'll see you guys Tuesday. And Eileen ain't never cooked no soup. Shut up, Paul. Shut up. Silence, Paul. Silence. Where the heck is my outro?